Hey, welcome back to Cryptic Labs. I'm Chris, and in this episode, while I'm waiting for parts and manuals and stuff to dry between coats and grinding and sanding and all that other junk, I figured I'd grab something else off the shelf and take a look at it. And what we have here is this thing. This is the Casio BOSS, which stands for Business Organizer Scheduling System. This is I don't want to say calculator, but I'm sure it works that way. It's the SF-8000 model. Not quite 9000, but the SF-8000. It's basically a PDA, right? The owner's manual. What does the owner's manual have to say about this? Congratulations on your selection of a Casio SF-8000. This amazing compact personal data management tool makes it possible for you to carry volumes of information in your pocket or purse wherever you go. You know, you look at right, I mean, yeah, okay, this is what 35 years gets you. Telephone directory, business card library, schedule keeper, memo mode, so you can just write random notes into it, your calendar display, world time, and a secret memory area. Ooh. And it has data communications capabilities, can be connected to each other, I guess, and also connected to an IBM PC-AT or PS2 or printer. This and much more makes the Casio SF-8000 the most advanced personal data management tool available. Be sure to read this manual to get the most out of these features and functions and to ensure that your information is stored securely. Now this thing was made in, I want to say 1990. Why do I want to say that, right? I can't find a good page that says anything about it, right? Here's another page to the manual. Casio SF-8000. What is Calc Museum link? Yeah, Bitdefender doesn't like it. Expired security. Okay, expired. Yeah, okay, let's do it. I might regret this, but yeah, okay, whatever. Advanced, proceed. Its security certificate expired 947 days ago. Guys, you can't do that, okay? So here we go. Oh my God, it's terrible. English. Blah, this is so, oh, what on earth? Yellow on white is not cool, guys. Maybe a site like this needs to be rebuilt. Light bulb. Date of intro, 1989. Okay, so that's, yeah, roughly that. So this even predates. Yeah, and this site's apparently being worked on March 5th. Come on, Calc Museum. Really? This is bad. You can do better. Ask me how. I can do it for cheap, trust me. Yeah, this is, okay, here's an ad, I guess, which you can't actually see. That's helpful. Yeah, okay, anyway, apparently 1989, that page is terrible. So let's open this up. I'm pretty sure it's dead, and it says how to replace the batteries, so we may have to take a break and put batteries in this. Let's see, on. Yeah, nothing happens. Okay. So what we have to do then is open this up and see what's inside. I don't have a clue what kind of batteries this uses. It doesn't just say in the section of the manual, you know, hey, use these kind of batteries, you know, of course not. Oh, it just says change the batteries, you know, which is, I guess, maybe that's good. Boy, those are tiny little screws. Whew. I wonder what the expected lifespan of batteries in this thing was, and watch this be some, Japan 1989, 1990 was still boom era, right? Okay, does that just pop off of there? Oh, are you kidding me? These are the batteries? What? No, wait. CR 2025 times 3. Okay, maybe I have some of those. Hold on. Yay, 2025s. All right, we're in business. I don't even know why I had these, but I have 2025s. So here's our rating. Use battery CR 2025 times 3. Nice. No joules. I guess, didn't Casio get its... No, they did calculators and stuff for a long time before that, so I don't know why that would... What? That's like a watch term. Why would that matter? I don't know. Whatever. So let's see how we can do this, right? Okay. Off, open, on, locks. So if I go like this... Okay. Cool. So this one... Batteries A and B are for the main power supply, while battery C is for memory backup. If you remove the main power supply batteries and the memory backup at the same time, information stored in the memory will be erased. Well, probably a safe bet that this battery's dead too. I'm just gonna go ahead and do them all. I won't leave them in there. I wonder if it'll run without the backup battery though. That's a good question. I guess we can find out. We need to take them out anyway. Hopefully they haven't exploded in here, because that would suck. Yep, 2025. Look at that. That's rather interesting, isn't it? 2025 being the year and all. Okay, good. They didn't leak at all. Let's see if this even has any voltage on it. I'll be shocked if it does. I will literally be shocked if this has any kind of voltage on it at all. Okay, DC voltage. That has nothing. 10 millivolts. Nice. Yeah. That's toast. Okay, we're gonna try this without the memory backup battery. Let's just leave the cover off. Well, no. I'll bet it doesn't work without a battery in there. Yeah. But let's try. Let's check these two. These are definitely going to be toast. I don't even know why I'm bothering, because I know they're going to be toast. Yeah, that's toast. I have no idea how long these batteries were in. I don't even know how I came into this. This may not even have been mine, to be honest. I may have just grabbed it with the rest of the tech on my shelf when I packed up my office. If that's the case, if you want it back, I guess let me know. It's kind of useless, and it ain't worth much because it's useless. This one I don't like. It's not coming free. That's troubling. Yeah. Well, okay. It's just being stubborn, I guess. So yeah, that one didn't leak either, and it's probably just as dead. Oh yeah, just as dead. Okay. Well, that was fun. Alright, let's put batteries in this and see if it even still works. I hate how you have to get into these things like this. I don't have just a pair of scissors at my bench, and I really should rectify that so I don't have to try to do things the hard way. You know what I mean? Oh my God. You know, Amazon, people are buying these through the web. You don't really need to package them like this. Oh man. There's got to be better ways to do this. I guess they're safe from shorting out on each other. I don't know. Yeah, I doubt this would work without number 3. Alright, there's 3. Okay, put that back. Alright, that one in like so. Actually, let's do the backup first, just for giggles. They're both the same, aren't they? I think so. There we go. And here. I'm not even going to bother putting the back on fully, since I'm going to have to take them back out. Anyway, what's the point? Okay, and then we'll lock this back to on. Tools out of the way. Back out to put our little baby screws in there so we don't lose them, hopefully, since they are really tiny. Somewhere where I'm not gonna just knock it over either. Alright, there we're in business. So now what do we have? Oh, data error, please reset. Okay. Secret password. What? Okay, I guess we need to bring up our manual and see what the heck to do about this. So once we've done this, before operation, to replace the battery back up, let's see here. Never try to take your SF-8000 apart. Well, okay, I guess. Why is resetting this not like just front and center, right? Resetting the SF-8000's memory. Okay, 167. Alright, so let's... Okay, before... Warning, the following, including marked data items, be sure to only if you wish to clear all data. Well, whatever. Ensuring that the power is switched off. Switch power on and press the button marked... okay, off. Alright. Switch power on and press the button marked A. Oh, yeah. And press the button marked A, which is the button that is quite obviously labeled reset. Yeah. Obviously, right? Okay, so let's do that. Let's reset that. We'll turn it on. Data error, please reset. Okay, so now we do that. Boink. Okay. Home time, 1889. Look at that. Okay, so what? Okay. And that's all we have to do. Alright. Alright, now we can start over, right? Let's set the time. Okay, so how do we change this? No, I don't want an alarm. I need to change the time. See, come on, manual writers, this should be the first thing that you do when you turn it on, is have to set the time and date. Why is that not the first thing in the manual, right? How it keeps time. Here again, what? Who wrote this manual? This is terrible. We're using the timekeeping function. Okay, here we go. About home world time 121. Alright. And seriously, this shouldn't be this hard, right? Okay, specifying home time. Let's switch over to the bench view here. Okay. Press the home time button, followed by data in and out. Okay. That key, I should see it. Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay. Press the function key. There we go. Alright, now we're in business. I had it, yeah, I can, okay, I'm looking at the screen and not the actual thing because the angle that I'm at looking at it, it looks like this versus me pointing it in the camera looking like this, so you know. Alright, home time set. There we go. What time is it? It's like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but it's about 3:25, so can I type it in there or do I have to? Huh. I wonder if this has... Whoops. Well, okay. And it's June. I don't know, was it 21st? I don't know. I don't have a clue. I think so. Now, how Well, okay, let's just say that it's 504. So I can't tell it that it's 1500, and I can't set AM PM. That doesn't make any sense. P followed by time. Oh, okay. That's neat. And by time. Okay. Okay, so let's say I'm done then. How do I get out of this? Finally, press the data in out to exit. Okay. That's this one. And it's not working. Cool. You can also leave any setting the way it is by pressing the time key, press the date key, press set. There's a separate set key? Oh, there is. Yeah, there we go. I guess it is. Okay, yeah, I'm in Washington. I don't care, whatever. Alright, so now that we did that, we can go data in out. No, that's cool. Let's just see. Telephone directory, business card library, memo. So now if I wanted, I'm just guessing. Data in, no. How do I make a new memo? This is terrible. This is just terrible. I mean, but this is how it was. Like that Casio calculator I had. It was on the level of this to where you had to just research to do the most simplest operations, right? I'm not going to go through every single function on this. I just mainly wanted to fire it up, see if it worked. See just how weird it is to use. So store data in the memo mode. Press the memo key to enter memo mode. Press data in or out. Okay. Blink. There we go. In appears in the lower left. Yeah. Press the clear key because, yeah, that makes so much sense. But key, that's also the on key. Okay, there we go. Cool. Let us store the following. It goes to memo. Alright. So we just type in it, yeah? So we type in this is a stupid memo. And we have new line. Nice. Blah, blah, blah. There's no tab key, so I guess after you complete entering the data, press the set key to store this data into memory. So I guess that worked. So if I then go back to memo mode, data items 1, how do I just scroll in and grab one? No. Memo. Data in, no. How do I get there from here, man? Ah, there we go. So it didn't save that line. I guess I didn't enter it in there, right? So can I edit it by just doing this then? Okay. Ah! Did it just wipe it out? No! No! That was rude. I did. It just wiped it out. Ow. Can I just go back? Yeah, okay. In and out. No, okay. This is so confusing. Okay, so if I want to edit this, how do I do that then? There I go, in and out. Yeah, it just wipes it out. Well, that's helpful. I guess you only get one shot at it, huh? Heh, that's funny. That's funny. Anyway, business card, right in, let's see, data in and out. And let's do, let's see, How did it make me do this before? Business card. In. Okay. Oh yeah, clear. There we go. Employer. Me. Okay. Now if I go business card. This is, yeah, this is, huh. Employer. So is this like scrolling through the, oh, what the heck? Yeah, I don't know. But this is the kind of stuff that we had to deal with. I had a later, I think I got rid of it. It was a Sharp, right? Yeah, I at one point in the late 90s, right? I had a device that was somewhat similar to this. It was a Sharp. It was, you know, that was the age of like Palm Pilots and crap, right? It doesn't even turn off automatically. Yeah, that was the age where we were kind of in between computers and cell phones and whatnot, and you had crap like Palm Pilots and stuff like this. This was 1990. I think this would have been like 97, 98. But it was a similar device to this silly thing, you know, in that it was about the same size. I think I tossed it in a recycling run at some point before I started hoarding this stuff, because it was useless. I mean, but it had a little stylus and a little LCD touch screen, and you could do basically the same kind of thing. You could draw little stupid pictures in it, you know, like it and I used it for a little while because I didn't have, you know, a cell phone that did literally everything, right? And you could keep the addresses in it, and you could keep crap like that. But it quickly became a pain to use, because eventually something would happen, your batteries would die, something would happen, corrupt the memory, and it would all just get lost, you know, and or you'd quit using it. It became just a hassle to do just basic stuff, right? You know, like on your phone, you just whip up your notes app and write some stuff, right? You don't have to sit here and fart around with doing, okay, data in and out, clear, set, you know, it was such a pain. I don't know, you know, I think back, you know, paper address books and Rolodexes were easier to use than this kind of stuff. You just keep a notebook and a paper scheduler, you know, address book, and it was easier to use than junk like this. The usefulness of this thing, even then, I don't really understand why you would need something like this. Like I said, unless you're traveling a lot and you lived out of your briefcase and you didn't want to carry around a separate scheduler and Rolodex address book, you know, business card folders. I just, man, I guess in that period, you know, even still, you know, the whole, maybe this was a Japanese thing, was the whole business card culture thing, was that you get somebody's, you know, take the business card, act all interested about it, and make sure you put it in your pocket, you know, nice and carefully after you made sure they see you try to read it, and then I guess type the information in here so that the next time you have to talk to them, you could bring it back up. But if you just had the business card, you oh yeah, there it is, instead of having to sit here and fart around with this. I don't know. I'm so glad we got to this point to where stuff like this is just, you know, so much more. It's so much more simple, and it makes so much more sense. It's not this. It's not this. This is a footnote in computing history, and I guess it's neat that it's still running. Like I said, kind of like those scientific calculators that I looked at. You know, it's like, yeah, a nice scientific calculator just to be able to punch some numbers into is infinitely handy, because you don't have to mess around with your phone, right? You can just do some math and then throw it back in the drawer. It's very simple, quick, easy, and it makes sense. This does not make sense. This is complicated and a pain. Yeah, I don't know. That's about all I gotta say about that. Stuff like this just cracks me up, that we celebrated stuff like this, and you look back on it now, it's like, oh man, really? Yeah. I'm always negative at the end of these things, aren't I? So I guess if you like this video, if you like looking at stuff like this, I guess let me know. You know, honestly, these kind of videos don't do great so far. Maybe that's why nobody gives a crap about these things. You know, honestly, I don't blame you. So that's just one less thing on the shelf that I have to make a video for, I guess. I don't know. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, precious, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.